Good afternoon, Lilibeth.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Lilibeth Fernandez, 39 years old, and I have three children, and I'm a married woman.
Okay, I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work as a maid, ma'am, because I know I'm qualified enough to work for this job.
Okay. Why you choose Malaysia when there's a lot of other country?
Malaysia, ma'am, is a good country, and there's a lot of a good and kind employer.
Okay. How are you qualified for this job?
I think, ma'am, I'm qualified for this job because I'm hardworking and disciplined, and in my experience, I have a lot of experience in 18 years of marriage.
Okay. May I know what is your educational level?
I am high school graduate now.
Okay. What is your recent experience?
I am a freelancer manicurist, ma'am.
Okay. Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
Yes, ma'am. My
Who's
three children and my mother-in-law and father-in-law.
okay? How about elderly people?
Yes, ma'am. I take good care of my mother-in-law and my father-in-law.
Okay. Do you have any other special skills?
Yes, ma'am. I know how to manicure and sewing a simple curtain, a simple dress.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relative stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What sort of food can you cook?
Filipino food, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
But like adobo, sigang, menudo, kare-kare, and
Okay. Okay.
but
Are
I'm
you
willing to learn cooking
okay?
uh, other cuisines.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am. Because that
From
is the work of the maid.
okay. From all the house chores, which do you like most?
I like most the cleaning the house, ma'am.
Okay. If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My husband, ma'am, and my
O-
sister.
Okay. You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender your handphone to your employer in the morning, and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer find out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore. Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You're only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agree to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
2 years, ma'am.
Okay. Can you describe for me your ethics?
Yes, ma'am. I am hardworking, patient, honest, and trusted, ma'am.
Okay. How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I can assure you, ma'am, that I will work in Malaysia because I will do my duties and responsibilities, and I will finish my contract, ma'am.
Okay. Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on any medication?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of any race?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any immediate family working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Lilibet, we have finished our question section. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to answer me truthfully. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number one. Upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months, if ever any of your family members passed away, what will you do? Will you continue to work till finish your contract or you will go back?
I'll finish my work, ma'am, and finish my contract.
Okay, number two. Tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
I want to work in Malaysia, ma'am, to help my family here, to help my kids to study, and I am honest, trusted, and work hard, ma'am.
Okay, Lilibet. What do you want to tell the employer who watching your video right now?
Good morning, sir, ma'am. If you select me as your maid, I do my best to to serve you and to serve your house. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Lilibet. We will update to your agency if there's any selection made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.